Why don't people listen? And I'm not saying they should listen, but it's like they're not part of the conversation. I've asked in recent videos, why don't people like you? Why do they? Why do you dislike people? As a process of self-reflection, then you can kind of better understand, okay, that's how I am, looking at yourself like an impartial, objective observer. To actually see, are there parts of your personality you could sharpen so your life is better? It's not for other people, it's for you. And it's absolutely amazing. People's responses to a self-reflective question, not saying that you should supplicate yourself to people, but saying, are you a good person? Do you think so objectively? Could that be a reason why you find it hard being around people? You might not be a misanthrope. It might just be that you're a hard person to get along with and you refuse to modify your behavior for your own good and your own life. And you get these childish defensive answers like, I don't need people. I don't care. I don't like people. People don't like me because I just tell it like it is. They can't handle it. I don't need anyone. Okay, island. People don't want to face themselves. I get it. It's confronting. They throw these tough, defensive macho answers in front of them like a suit of armor to protect them so nothing touches you. But you touch nothing as well. There is no intimacy when you're protecting yourself. You're constantly protecting yourself with this suit of armor called memes and distance and avatars and one-liners, etc., etc. Never kind of conversationally talking with a person. They just don't want to listen to another person. It's like they don't care. Solipsistically, the other person doesn't exist, only they do. A person says, look, I lost my family in a car crash. And someone responds, I've got a new car. For Christ's sake, what's going on? I don't get it. It's like, what are you talking about? People are just not listening to each other. They're losing the ability to empathize through the act of listening and having that conversation of back and forth. You can't explain it with just being rude or obtuse. It's just willfully ignoring the reality that's in front of you. You talk, I listen, I process, I talk back, I respond, you process, back and forth in real time now. I'm not waiting to speak. I'm listening and then responding in kind. We're both wading in the same pool. Essentially, when you look at it, it's people wanting the spotlight. Look at me, it's all about me. I live in my own solipsistic world. It's always about me. Give me the spotlight. I'm on stage. Where's my audience? Where's my applause? And because I think online, you are disconnected from people, you're just in front of a screen, you are literally talking to yourself, but hearing echoes and ghosts. So you actually are alone. So I think the solipsism grows out of that. People are just effectively talking to themselves. Look at me, it's all about me. This conversation is steered by me, and it is about me. I hear you, but it's about me because I'm the only one here. It reminds me of that Kathy Newman-Jordan Peterson interview that's quite famous online, where Kathy Newman wasn't listening to anything Jordan Peterson was saying. At the end of every one of his statements was,
so what you're saying is,
blah, blah, blah. That's what I feel like a lot of people are doing here. This is the kind of people that annoy me, the so what you're saying is people, and they completely infer something from what you said. They react to the words and the ideas, not what you said. And they've locked on to a response that they're just waiting to spit out. They're not listening to the context. The so what you're saying crowd is starting to grow more and more. It's starting to become the norm, actually. And when people don't contend with what's being said or the question, I get it. They're avoiding the issue because they may need to confront themselves and stop plucking defensive aphorisms out. Talk like yourself. Listen to someone. Think about it. Reflect. Maybe be embarrassed. Maybe discover, you know what? Maybe that's something to think about. You're figuratively never doing a handshake with a person. You're always throwing something at them, an accusation or judging them. So there's always a distance. It's almost a debating competition. You're wrong, I'm right. I have a whole card full of sayings to throw back on you, and it's a competition of who can break the other person down with cliches and their own 10 commandments. If you never self-reflect, if you never look at yourself, if you never see yourself, how can you expect others to? Who can see past all the crass humour, memes and offhanded comments? You are hiding and making noise and then running off and then saying, oh, no one listens to me. You're not there. Let me know what you think about this phenomena of people willfully and obtusely ignoring what's being said. And I just gave an example of my previous videos where I said, do people like you? Why don't you like people? As a way to self-reflect. And people completely avoid it and say, I don't like people. I'm a lone wolf. That's a different subject. Is it a defense mechanism? Are people throwing around cliched responses simply as a defense, not to engage? And then really, do you have the right to say, well, no one sees me, no one listens to me? You're not there anyway. There's nothing for people to get. There's almost this vague ghost occupying the space that a conversation should be occupying. Anyway, let me know your comments in the conversation below this video. Support this channel if you appreciate the content. Hit the like button, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you liked or didn't like the video. Subscribe, only 16% of you are. And don't forget to enable your YouTube notifications. Share my videos around with people. And if you want to say thank you, there are donation options below. I appreciate all you guys who have donated this month. It means a lot. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.